Green Lantern #1, written by Jeff Johns, art by Doug Mankey. I think I've already mentioned at some point that I never really read the Jeff Johns stuff. This is in the middle of his massive Green Lanterns epic, starting with bringing Hal Jordan back from the dead and continuing on to create the entire other core system. Everything besides the Green Lanterns, the Yellow Lanterns, the Red, the Blue, the whatever, all that. It's been a hell of a ride, and I don't know any of it directly. I've heard other people explain it. I've seen recaps. I know the gist of what generally happens. And the last thing that happened before this is the White Lantern Brightest Day story. Blackest Night, Brightest Day was just preceding Flashpoint. So if you want to know where we left off, look up to that point in somebody's recap. You ain't going to get it from me. So, what happens in Green Lantern #1? How do we come back? Well, Sinestro, leader of the Yellow Lanterns, is now a Green Lantern again, as you can tell by the cover. So, it opens up, he's saying the Green Lantern Oath, brightest day, blackest night, and blah, 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 blah. He's saying this in front of the Guardians while he's chained up with giant green chains. And he's like, okay, I said the oath. Can you let me be a Yellow Lantern again? And the Guardian's like, no, we can't do that. But instead, we're going to just say, go ahead and act like a Green Lantern and protect your sector, because this is a chance at redemption. So, go protect your sector, which is home to his home planet of Korrigar. So he goes off. The Guardians stay for a little chat. There's one Guardian who can feel more. His name is Ganthet. Ganthet comes up and he's like, why are we giving him a Green Lantern ring? He's so evil. And the Guardian's like, Ganthet, it's part of a plan, man. Calm down. He's like, no, this is stupid, and you're all stupid for doing it. And basically they get pissed off that Ganthet keeps on feeling things. So they zap him with some green mind lasers, and he screams, and then we just kind of leave that alone. We don't deal with that anymore. Cut 2, on Earth, a bunch of past due bill notices, and Hal Jordan standing over them with his landlord right next to him saying, hey, I need rent for the past 3 months. Hal's like, I'll write you a check. He's like, no more checks. They keep bouncing. Cash now. He's like, okay, well, I don't really have the ability to do that, but I guess let's go to an ATM. As they're about to leave, he looks out the window, and he sees across the street, in an opposite window, is a woman being attacked by a big, brutish man, and Hal immediately throws the table aside, leaps out his own balcony, across the street, into the next window, and he goes to beat the guy up. He says, leave her alone. But it turns out this was a film shoot, and Hal just didn't see the cameras. He's like, damn. Got to, he's in jail. Carol Ferris, an old flame of his, a girlfriend, and also a Star Sapphire, which is another one of the Lantern Corps, as we come back to later, bails him out. She also runs an airfield, Ferris Air, where Hal Jordan was a pilot at, or I guess maybe still was. It's a bit confusing. Anyway, so he's trying to explain to the cops why he did what he did, but Carol's like, you're not Green Lantern anymore. I haven't even put on the Star Sapphire ring. Can we just be like normal people? He's like, sure, let me fly a plane again with you guys. And he's like, no, I can't insure the planes because you keep crashing them, Hal. I'm not letting you in you can work for the company, but you're not flying the planes. He's like, what would be the point in that? She's like, to have a job, Hal. God. So they just talk for a while, and Hal's like, I don't understand why Sinestro has a ring. And she's like, that's not your problem. You're not a Green Lantern anymore. I'm not Star Sapphire. Let's just live life as people. And he's like, all right, want to go out for dinner? Cut to Korrigar. It is currently enslaved by the Yellow Lanterns. Sinestro is keeping a watch over it from far away, but one of the Yellow Lanterns finds him. tells him how he's gonna skin him until he realizes that it's Sinestro, and he's like, dude, we've been waiting for you. What have you been? You're a Green Lantern? And he's like, why have you enslaved my planet? I told you to protect it, you dumbass. And the Yellow Lantern's like, hey, Arkillo, who I guess is a Yellow Lantern who's taken the place of Leader in the meantime. He tries calling him up, telling him how Sinestro has abandoned the Corps. Sinestro pulls out, like, literally just Green Lantern piano wire, chokes out this Yellow Lantern, tells him that he betrayed nothing, and then kills the Yellow Lantern. The ring starts to fly away to find a new host, but Sinestro just blows it up. And then, he looks down at Korrigar and sees how it looks like there's some yellow sparks, so odds are a couple people are coming up to attack him. Meanwhile, cut to a restaurant. Hal and Carol are having dinner, and Hal's like, hey, listen, I've been thinking a lot about what you've said to me, and I have a very important question for you, Carol. Something I never thought I'd be asking you. Will you sign the lease on my car? Carol obviously thought that conversation was going a different way. She throws water in his face and storms out. She goes to the parking lot. Hal's like, I'm sorry, I really need someone to co-sign the lease. Wait, did you think I was going to propose to you? And she's like, yeah, like flames do. People who are in love do. But you've been off planet so long, you're out of touch with people. She drives away, and Hal's like, wait, you're my ride. Literally, that's a quote. Like, wait, you drove me. He walks back home in the rain. He finds an eviction notice on his door, and showing up next to him is Sinestro, who says, if you want your ring back, you'll do everything I say. End of issue. I like it. I think it's good. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what happened before. I didn't read it. So this isn't really a great jumping on point. It's a good issue. I really like all the Sinestro stuff because he's not messing around with anything. The art is almost all good. I have a serious issue with the face that's drawn when Hal asks Carol out to dinner. Oh, it's going to haunt my dreams. Oh God, but everything else, it looks fine. It's great. I'll just straight up say it's good art. And I like the story being told. It's a nice slower pace. It doesn't worry about setting up too much right now. It's okay. Sinestro's a Green Lantern. Hal's down on his luck. His relationship isn't exactly working out. And now Sinestro is saying, hey, I'm willing to give you back a ring. Nice, decompressed. It's willing to tell a long story. I'm good with that. I'm totally fine with that. So overall, I'm going to give this an 8. I think it's good. I'd say check it out. But we have a lot of stuff before this that we're never going to cover, and a lot of stuff after this that we'll eventually get to. So hey, catch up on Jeff Johns' Green Lantern soon.